Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome back to another episode of my Forever Stranded Lost Souls playthrough. Today I want to look at completing a few quests that we kind of bypassed, make a few machines, show you what I've been doing off camera. But let's start with this stuff right over here. These ethnic green blocks. I was having trouble with those at first because I wasn't paying attention to the fact that it says chiseled quartz block here, and I was just assuming that it would take any quartz block or that it needed the ethnic quartz, but that's not the case. So we can figure that out, and now I can go ahead and make those for display stands that I can then also make the iron casings, made some stable unstable ingots, and all the rest there. Sieved up some quartz out of soul sand to get the blocks of black quartz. So that will give us our 2 iron casings we need to make the Empower. And then I've got a setup that we're going to go put this together downstairs here in just a second. There we go. Empower complete. There's a quest. I also have this ready to go, my shape card quarry. Now, I'm not actually going to use it today. I just wanted to make it, throw it up in there. But there is something I want to do with the builder today, and that is going to involve the clearing pump. So I want to clear out some lava in the surrounding area. So we're going to get on to that. Yeah, and the other thing, let's grab a couple stacks of netherrack, because I think I would like to make sure, and what have I been doing in here? Nothing too special in here. I started using some seeds and some apples to make a lot more dirt. I'll explain why I'm using seeds, because I'm just getting a ton of seeds out of my garden out here. Haven't been able to do anything with the magic, but we are getting really close to having enough insanium to do the final tier on the furnace. That furnace is doing really good. In here, I've been smelting a bunch of iron and turning into iron blocks, and then I took some down to make some steel. But I did upgrade my arrow. Here, I turned it into an Enderium arrow shaft. Now that did drop the ammo amount by quite a lot, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because that's still 200 arrows, or just over 200 arrows. I will probably be able to increase that a little bit later, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. In here. Ooh! I found a real good use for this mechanical user from Extra Utilities that I made, I think, last episode or the episode before that, for a quest. Because if let's see, do I have some bread in here? Yes, I have a little bit of bread right there. If I put bread in here with the activate block with item, right-click, random slot, that's fine. That will actually use a toaster. Now, this thing is really hard to get a fake user to use, so I was really happy that mechanical user was actually able to do that on those settings. So yeah, I can make toast. And then right behind, it's gonna break my button, but that's okay. Right behind there I have an advanced item collector with a very small radius just to collect that toast and put it in here. So that's pretty much automated toast making, and that saves me some butter, which I don't know, probably not super a big deal, since I can make the butter from the silken tofu, and I have tons of salt. But I thought it was really excellent use of that mechanical user, so that's a good use for it. Now that'll just sit there and make toast for me. Watch it. We'll go actually do it once here. Come on. I'm just about to pop some toast, and there it goes. Toast and some more bread. Anyway, I thought that was great. Great use for that. So down here, I've got some. I'm cooking blocks of coal now, and we are cooking up some steel. Looks like it already processed as the steel that I put in there. Let me grab that slag out there, because I use that slag to make my photo gyro that I use in my things. The other thing I did is I made one of these iron drums. This iron drum, it holds 256 or 256 buckets. So that's going to take a little while to fill up, and I figure once that fills up with creosote, I'll probably have enough coal coke and steel for the rest of the playthrough. Probably. Anyway, on back into the garden here. These finally did start to spread. So it is official. They do all spread. They stay within their little gates. They don't spread outside of it. It's kind of nice. I don't think it matters if that gate is open or not, but they do spread pretty nicely. And over here you can see that I've set up a big old wheat garden. Big old wheat. Lots of beans all the way around. This is a 15 by 15 area with a 9 by 9 wheat. And I made one of these things right here, a harvester from Cyclic. This thing is pretty awesome. It can do a maximum of 15 by 15 area. And it has a mode right here where you can set it to either do single or area mode, right? Area mode costs a little bit more fuel, but the fuel is just a matter of putting some coal or some other kind of burnable material, I think it's coal or charcoal, in this slot, and it generates its own RF. You can also connect RF cables up to this, no problem, but I thought that was pretty, it'd be nice if you could maybe even disable that in the configs, but because I'm also using this in my own pack, but it's fine, it's fine. So I have it set to require redstone, and I have a button here, and I have the area thing, so to save fuel, because if you just let this thing run all the time, it burns that fuel all the time, whether there's anything to harvest or not. But you can see it's time to harvest, so I pushed that button, wazza, it harvested the whole area. Used only a tiny bit of power, and look how many seeds I ended up with. All those stacks of seeds. But then I'm going to use the beans and the wheat, obviously, to make my fuel, my bean stew that I'm using in my culinary generator right now, which is doing an excellent job of keeping the base powered. So, but the rest of that I can put in here, the wheat and the extra beans. And I'm out of places for beans. Let's do it like this. Here, let's put some beans on the spice rack, sure. And then I can take those seeds and turn those into dirt. Although it looks like those slots are all full right now, so just throw them in that chest for the moment, and we'll drop off the slag while we're in here for some photo gyro later on. And I did want to. I mentioned that this was working quite well. I don't think I actually showed it work, but if I throw my netherrack in there. Thankfully, due to the sound muffler right there, you can't hear all the screaming, barely, maybe just a tiny bit. But as soon as those get ground up, they end up getting pulled out of there. The transfer node takes a little time between drops, because it has to scan along the pipe. And there you go, you see some dropped. And it's probably going to take at least take another attempt before it does in fact fill that urn and then replace that urn. We'll see here in just a second. Nope, maybe one more time. You see there's a soul urn in here right now. It might have even done it so fast that you couldn't see it. That does occasionally happen. Like if it gets the timing just right on all of the collections and drops and placements. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did we get another one? No. Okay, hang on. Give it one more try here. I just want to see it happen. Let's see it happen. Because that urn will pop. There it goes. It pops off, and then it gets immediately replaced. And anyway, a nice automated way to make my soul urns, I think. Okay. On over to here, where I have completely removed. You might notice I completely removed the power system that I did have in that was using the immersive engineering cables. And if you look right here, I have a dense junk box to throw my sticks and my other disposable burnable materials. Disposable burnable materials, yeah, that's the term I'm looking for. And those all go into this basically sealed up area back here where I've got my four. I had 3 before, but now I'm using 4 survivalist generators, so that gives me a nice constant 20 RF a tick trickle of power for basically junk. And then their power gets pulled out right down below there through a leadstone flux duct. It's actually running right underneath here. You can see that's actually cover. I thought I might put a door there eventually, but those blocks are not that hard to break whenever I need to access that area, and I don't need to access that area very much. So that flux duct then runs the rest of the way, connects to the culinary generator, which is our main power. You can see that actually produces 64 RF ticks, so What is that, 20? And so we're at 84 RF a tick for our current power generation in the base. Now, that's not that much, especially when we start considering we're going to start upgrading things and having more power needing more power. In fact, I believe like some of these will take. Oh, here I was cooking some. Looks like cooking some tin and trying to get some rich slag. Looks like I got a couple rich slag, so be able to use that for some photo gyro, but probably I won't end up using that anymore. But anyway, this is another reason we need the concentrated hellfire. If I want to use the induction smelter to make ingots, that is another reason to have that, and then it's another good reason to have that automated too. Now, eventually, if I get to the point where I don't need any more soul forged steel whatsoever, I can turn those soul urns into what is called a voiding urn, and I can just leave it on the hopper, and it'll just, you know, make sure that the hopper doesn't blow up from too much soul juice or whatever it's called, whatever reason it blows up occasionally. I've never had it happen to me, knock on wood, but yeah, I hope that it doesn't. So I'm gonna toss this stuff in here, and then yeah, let's get down there and set up this empower. Now I'm not 100% sure if the main block, the empower itself, needs to have RF, but I did run the cable there. I mean, I had to go right past the underside right there anyway, so I figured I might as well. And it does not look like it does require any power there, so I probably wasted one piece of cable, but that's not a big deal. So, but these do require power. You can see that's immediately getting power. Yeah, that probably does not at all. These do require power, so we're powering them from the bottom. And there's no GUI on this or anything. You just put the items you want to empower on there. Now, I think we have a bunch. Let me find my quest book here. My quest device. And let's look in here, because we have a bunch of quests that I wanted to complete today. I also got the demon ingots, and that plays into something else I wanted to make today too, because these work quite pretty much exactly what it says on the tin there. Take some gold ingots, throw it in a pool of lava that has netherrack around all sides, and I actually left that pool of lava over in the nether fortress, because I just went over and just dug a piece of nether brick up, and of course, you know, so nether bricks on all 3 or all 5 sides of it, because you don't have it on the top, because you need to have one side open to throw it in, right? But anyway, we did get some demon steel. I don't remember if I put it where I put it to. There it is, right there. The demon is a demon ingot. Okay, just demon ingot. But this has a specific use that I want to use it for today, and that is to make a demonically gargantuan drum. So let's we're first gonna have to start with a regular drum, a regular iron drum, that is, not the stone drum. I think the stone drum is not upgradable, and that's just, you know, something you can have. But so we're gonna need actually 2 of those. 2 of those. Gonna need a cauldron, and this is how I made the iron drum that's holding the creosote as well. So there we go. That gives us our iron drum. Now to upgrade it, we're gonna need some diamond and some weighted pressure plates. 2 weighted pressure plates, and we should have plenty of diamonds. In fact, I turned a bunch of diamonds into blocks of diamond because they were taking up too much space in this inventory. So there we go. There's a refined large drum. I hope these are not end up being a quest at some point. Now the Klein bottle is a little complicated, maybe a little more complicated, but not that bad. Not that bad at all, really. I just need some empty bottles. Do I have empty bottles over here, maybe? I have 1. And some water bottles. I can just drink, well, yeah, I can just drink one of these water bottles, and there we go. That will clear it out so that I can make 2 of those. 2 of those. And now I should be able to upgrade my to a demonically gargantuan drum. Yay! I am curious how much this actually does hold. So let's put it down for a second. It's a big drum. I don't know. It doesn't really give me an indication until I start actually filling it up, I suppose. And what we're going to fill it up with, and it's kind of appropriate that it is a demonically gargantuan drum, that's the red there, is because we're going to fill it with lava. We're going to fill it with lava because we want to use our builder. I would have loved to got this further infused, but not too overly concerned about it. But for now, this is gonna be like a temporary setup anyway. So this pipe actually comes there, comes across there. Why don't we put it like right here? And since, not there. Since we don't actually need that piece of pipe there, can I get up out of here now? Of course I can't. Of course I can't. There we go. Since we don't actually need that piece of pipe right there, we can cover that back in like so. And in fact, let's just go ahead and fill the block space in too. But now we can put our leadstone pipe right here, right up to our builder. That's going to have the drum on top of it. It should automatically eject the fluid out to it. All I need to do is set up my shape card. So it's currently a dimension of 5 by 5 by 5 with an offset of 0, which we want to make a much bigger area. Box solid is fine, but what we really want is dimensions. Okay, so let's consider where our builder is currently at. We want to get everything. You can see it's starting to pull in power. The builder can hold a massive amount of power, and that is because it can use a massive amount of power to do its thing, to do, you know, either building or coring, or it has so many different functions. It could take several videos just by itself talking about this thing and how to use it and the various ways to use it. But right now we're using it to clear out a bunch of lava for us in the surrounding area. So let's think about that surrounding area. We are currently at Y level 50, and that's kind of the only important variable here. So the middle number should be our Y level, I believe. Let's and we want to go out maybe 100, maybe even more. Let's go out to the maximum, 250. That might not even be the maximum. In fact, I think the maximum is 512. Right here, we want to say 125 because that's how tall the nether is. And right here, we can go 250 again. So big area. Yeah, very big area. Now, since we're doing an offset of 250, we want the. Hang on, let's put this in here and maybe we can get an idea. There it goes. So in active mode, Y stop. I forget what goes. That's a filter, so we can filter specific things. What I would like to do though is support the preview. Is that going to work? Is it even doing anything yet? I don't know. No, the operation is not possible. Wait on the current. Wait, if operation is not possible, wait on the current position. Okay, let's do that. I don't know if it's showing it to me or not because it's such a big area. Maybe I should have done some experimentation with like a smaller area first, just so we can see what's going on here. Let me pull that out. Let's go with a small area. Let's go back to that 5 by 5 by 5 so we can just get an idea of how this is going to work. Well, the offset 0. All right, let's put it in there. And if we don't need to do that. Ignored. Okay. Okay, offset 0 seems to be what we want because it just like centered it right around the machine. Yeah, so that actually seems to be exactly what we want. Because okay, so as soon as we turn that back off, that's exactly what we want. Turn that back off. Okay, so let's make sure that our middle number is in fact 5 here. So if I do 20 here instead, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the height. That is the height. So let's do 100 because we really don't need to go all the way to the very top. There shouldn't be too much pools of lava up there. And we are 50 at Y level 50, so that should get all the way to the bottom. And let's do 250 again here, and 250 again here, and box solid, we're good there. So we put it in there. Now the only thing left to do here is we need to give this thing a redstone signal or it will not activate. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm just making sure if I don't. Maybe I had a lever in my inventory there, but I don't. Oh well, I could have just changed the mode down here, couldn't I? Couldn't I do that? Mode, pump, clearing, okay. Redstone is ignored. Do a single run and stop. Not highlighting, no highlighting. Do not wait. Press to restart. There it goes. Alright. Yes! It's working. It's working. We're clearing the lava. Okay. It's going to take a long time, I'm sure. It's going to use a lot of power. It's going to use a lot of power to do so, more than likely. But yeah, that's chunk 2 of 289, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while, but that should clear out a bunch of lava for us. It's gonna take a lot of power for us. In the next episode, I would like to maybe get into other ways to generate that power, and specifically an endergenic generator. And I don't know how detailed I'm gonna get on that because I have a very specifically good tutorial on how to make a endergenic generator, but maybe I will just briefly go over it. Maybe I'll do that one off camera, since like I said, I have another tutorial out there for that. I guess there is going to be a little bit difference here because that one does use Ender IO, and there's no Ender IO in this version of Minecraft yet, and especially not in this pack. So I will have to do some slightly different stuff in this pack in order to get that to work. But that was the use of the demon ingots. We set up the pump, start clearing out lava, and that should make it a little bit easier for me to build in this area because we're going to start building out some more stuff. I think the next thing I'd like to deal with, I already explained all of that. I think we're good there. I think we're ready to build our mob farm, which is going to go right out here. Right out here in the corner here. We're going to start right here. I believe we're going to do maybe a 9x9 area. The other thing was I wanted to complete a few of these quests. So what can we complete? I could complete that crusher and that and get to that enchanter because I think I need that enchanter to make the enchanted ingots. I think. And the other thing I want to do is actually start using that empower that we just built to make a few things. So now the hard part is we're going to be running out of we're using up all of our energy doing the lava things. So what I might want to do is switch its redstone mode so that I can turn it off and on with a redstone signal. So we will do that. Now that I got it functioning and it's working, it's sucking in lava. It's gonna be doing this for quite a long time. Let's change it to off to activate. That way I can do that, and we can turn that off. That'll stop sucking up power. Well, it won't stop sucking up power until its internal buffer fills. But yeah, that's not going to help too much for the duration of the video. But anyway, let's see what we can do as far as one of these things over here. We can turn this in, claim that, and turn these demoning things in. Claim that. We should probably just go ahead and make that crusher just to get that quest out of the way because we're going to need the enchanter anyway. And I hate to make the enchanter and then have to make it again, but let's look how hard that would be. I'm gonna guess that's gonna not be too hard. Crusher, this thing right here. We just need some pistons, just some regular pistons. 1, 2. Put the rest back, and now we can do a crusher. That should complete that one. Yes. Claim that. Now we can do the enchanter and have it count. Probably, yeah, because it is a crafting task. I'm glad I did the other one first. Now we can do an enchanter. Oh goodness, this one right here. which requires some kind of enchanted book. I think we have a few enchanted books in here. I probably even have some that aren't any good for anything. But look, I don't know what Iron Wall is. If one of you guys wants to let me know what Iron Wall is, I might end up using it, but I'm not sure what it is. I do have several of them. Unbreaking, I probably have... There's a good one to use. Beta Arthropods. Don't need that one. That's a good one to use for this, I think. So there we go. There's our enchanter. Let's go find a place for these. I might want to grab some duct. If I have it in here somewhere. Duct. Maybe it's in my bag. Maybe I just don't have it. Oh, I bet I used it all up. Okay, so we can make some more. Flux duct. I'm actually sure that I did in fact use it all up running that bit of conduit underneath the infuser thing down there. So let's make a bit more of that. Go set these up someplace. Now I don't think I really even need to bother with the crusher, to be honest. So let's just throw the enchanter thing down. Now we have nope, no. We need to keep. I'd like to keep those hoppers where they're at, so we'll just put it there and do that, and that should give it some power. Yep, give it a little bit of power there. I'm gonna put that down just for a second. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's the same thing as a pulverizer, so there's really no use in having a second machine that does the same thing hooked up right now. I don't think so anyway. I will put that up there. Machine's not in use right now. Okay, cool. Let's open these two boxes real quick. Yeah, I got that one before. There's that wireless transmitters. I did some experimentation in a test world with those wireless transmitters, and they're nice, but they don't work for many of the things that I would want them to work for. So we're not going to even worry too much about them. And pyrothene, fluxed electrum blend. Actually, that's something else. And this mask. This mask can go up here in the not really used box. There we go. But let's pick one of these things that we can do with the infuser. In fact, I believe I needed an empowered void crystal for something. So let's maybe do one of those. Let's just do one of those. I'll probably do the rest of those off camera just to get them complete, but to show the process of it, or to figure out this is the first time I've done it, so to do the process of it, empowered void crystal. So yeah, this is the process we want. So we need to make a void crystal. How's the void crystal made? Void crystal is made with coal. Okay, that's easy enough. So we're going to take some coal. And I think I needed a bunch of these for something. So I'm just going to use this whole stuff. I mean, I'm not hurting for coal. There we go. Zap those. Now to empower it, I am going to need an ink sac, a flint. I can also use some kind of black dye. I probably have, yeah, like all the different versions of black dye, including the withered dust, which is actually what I have used for several, for anything that I've wanted to dye black right now. But can I use floral powder? Black dye by plenty. Floral powder, I can. So let's use that, because that's renewable. That is renewable. There's some mystic black flowers there. And I should have a grinding thing here somewhere. If I can find it. A mortar and pestle. I probably looked right past it. Maybe if we look at usages here and try that. Nope, it's not. Oh, I bet. There it is. And then I ended up putting up one of my flowers in there. Okay, here, give me that flax. Put that in there, and I probably should just leave the mortar and pestle in here because that's going to be more useful in the future. So, back to looking at what else we're going to need for this is some flint and some stone. And some more coal. So, I really don't need that much coal. Okay, whatever. Some coal. Some flint and some stone. Stone should be over here. Yes, stone. Possibly flint as well, if I have any ready to go. Maybe, yep, there it was. I just seen it just as I closed it. There it is. Flint and... Okay, so flint there. You know, there was something else I wanted to check on these. So let's, I wanted to see if I could use a hopper to put the items onto the pedestals. Because I think that would be... Because there are going to be times when I want to, like, mass craft a bunch of stuff. I'm thinking. So let's check if we can do that. I'm pretty sure that's probably something we can do. So let's look at hopper. Oh man, can't type today. Hopper, there we go. Possibly a blaze hopper. We're just going to test it with one. Just test it with one to start with here. So that there. And let's say we put our void crystals there. Oh, it does work. Very nice. So we do that. And then... Oh wait, the void crystal doesn't go there though. The void crystal doesn't go there. Void crystal goes in the middle. Let's put our coal in that one. Yeah. Void crystal on the center. And then the floral dye goes there. Now, do I have to... do something else with this? Do I right click it? No. Shift right? No. Provided with a redstone signal? Maybe I'm not maybe I'm not doing... I'm definitely not doing something right, so let's see if we can't figure it out real quick before we wrap this up. Before I wrap this up. If not, then I will just leave it up to you guys to let me know what I've been doing wrong. But I have a book here someplace. There it is, actually additions book. Let's see here. So, getting started, the empower, then to activate the process, every display needs to be powered with lots of CF, and then that is drained on, okay, yes. Does every mod need... Okay. okay. Does it have to be maybe I didn't just... Maybe I have to have them in that right exact order. Is that maybe the problem? 2 blocks away. We did that. That's all good. Then to activate the process, every display stand needs to be powered with a lot of C. Yeah. It's powered. I'm assuming by CF they mean RF or whatever power system you have. It definitely's got the power, right? Yeah, it's got the power. Okay, so let's look at... Maybe I just have to have these in the right order around the outside here. So... Empower... no, this thing right here. Here we go. Click to see more information. I'm not... Okay. Oh, did I put the wrong thing on one of these, didn't I? That's what it is. That's what it is. I got flint on 2. I just now noticed I got flint on 2 of these. And that's not what I'm supposed to do. This one's supposed to be stone. Okay, stone is there. Alright, let's see if we can... Maybe it still does need to be a specific order, so... Coal's on the top, flint is over there. So let me move this to be the flint. This to be the... Is it... Does it say coal, right? Does it say coal? Charcoal. Oh, or charcoal. Or okay. It has to be charcoal. Okay. That would be a problem. That could have been the problem. Let's go, I have a single piece of charcoal up here. I believe I've seen it earlier. Yes, I do. Look at that. Convenient. Convenient. At least we can get this one thing done before we wrap up. So, charcoal. There it goes. See, if you get the recipe right, it works. Nice. Alright, well there we go. I got my empowered void crystal. That completes another quest. Let's turn that one in right now. Oop, that's the thing I need to turn in. Claim. That's all done. And did I not claim this one? Let's claim that one. And this one. I'll do the rest of these off camera. and get ready for that. And again, I think I will get ready to do those infusions for another episode, but well, some stuff I don't need. Some food and some more cupboards that can go up in the kitchen. Food is that's actually funny because I was eating rabbit sandwiches a second ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. And was there another one? Yeah, there it is. There's the last one. We're gonna open today. Some gravel. Oops. That's kind of, yeah. That is basic. That is basic. Let's put these here. Two. That girl. They've got a nice row of cabinets in the kitchen there. Very nice. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna wrap this one up right there. We got some things done. I'm really happy that I'll be able to automate this with some hoppers, so they're semi-automated. I could probably even remove the item there from with pipes or something. I'm sure I could do some really complicated automation with this if I wanted to, but I'm not sure that it's so necessary because I'll probably just use it with the hoppers to make a few items from time to time. Like if I need a bunch of them. And I'm pretty sure these emeraldic crystals are good for like tool parts in Tinkers, so that might be some things I do before the next episode, is maybe upgrade a few of the tools and stuff, and maybe I'll even get around to making something that's not my diamond sword for my main attack purposes, but I really do like this diamond sword, especially since I've managed to get so many abilities on it. You know, poison 2, bloodlust 3, ethereal, you know, helps me stay alive, really, with the ethereal, gives me health. But now that I have that on a couple of my armor pieces too, maybe not so necessary to have it on my weapon. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, do make sure you hit that like button, all that other fun stuff. Leave me a comment. Let me know where I should be going next. I think maybe we need to start thinking about going to the overworld. But anyway, guys, till next time, I will catch you later. Bye.